Good evening, everybody. We're really excited to have everybody here for our awards banquet for the Electrical Engineering Computer Science Department. This is always a wonderful experience every year for us to celebrate all the things that the faculty, the staff, and students have been doing throughout the year. So we're always delighted to be able to do this. So it's quite a privilege for me to be here. Before we start diving into discussing the various awards, I wanted to just say a few words before. So this particular banquet is supported in a substantial way by the Gonzalez family. So I think it would be appropriate for us to thank Ralph and Connie for all that they do and have done for the department over the years. So thank you very much. So it's kind of an awkward sitting at dinner with a couple of department heads, so no pressure, right? So this is my first time being here in this particular role. So as I told Leon when I was asked to take over as the interim department head back in the fall, I'll try not to burn the place down. So I will endeavor to try to work with you all through this evening. And in addition to the Gonzalez award here, we also have a number of retired faculty that I think, for all of the faculty who are sweating the end of the semester, the students that are worried about the projects and exams, we have retired faculty who have actually gotten to move past all of that and get to enjoy this time of the year and enjoy all the beautiful flowers and the beautiful day. So, so I just wanted to recognize a few of the folks that are here. So let's see. Well, Doug Birdwell is here. Oh, there he is in the back. So, and he is with his wife, who is also retired faculty, but from chemical engineering. So that's the way Wong. So it's nice. So Asa Bishop is also here. He's here with his wife Skippy, so we're pleased to have you here. So BK Bose is here with his wife Arati. Where are you, BK? Here. There you are. Right. We still see BK on a pretty frequent basis in the building, but I'm very happy to see you here tonight. And then also, Blaine Waller is here with John. Where are you in the back? Oh, right there you are. So it's inspiring to have the retired faculty that still participate and support us in such a great way. So it's really nice to have all of you here. In addition, so this is a busy time, so I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that have been going on of late. But tomorrow, we have our IAB, so the Industrial Advisory Board will be meeting. So we have a bunch of folks that come in to give advice to help us to continue to try to be the best program that we can be. So there's a few folks here from the advisory board. So is Mike Evans here?
You got a flight delay.
Oh, that's right, he's a flight delay, okay. What about, I thought I saw John Garrison. Oh, right here in the front, yes. What about Dan Roberts? Oh, yeah, there he is. He's here with his wife, Mary. And we also have Dick Todd. There he is. And he's here with Susan. So thank you. It actually means the world to us to have all the IAB members come. It's a big deal. They're going to be spending a day with us tomorrow, getting briefed on all the aspects about the department and all the things that we're doing, and then they help provide really valuable feedback. They also work with us in a number of other ways, helping to line up internships and any of a number of different things that really help to make the program be really good for all the students, which is actually why we're all here to begin with. So. Very much appreciate all of the IAB's members and their participation. In addition to that, there's some other folks that are here. So where's Blake Hudson? Is he? There he is. So Blake is here. He is representing the development office with the college, so that's really very important for us. I suppose we could go ahead and call it Joanna. She's trying to hide. So Joanna Rathbone, she just joined us this year. She is one of the so we have a couple professional advisors that help tremendously with our undergraduate students. So Joanna is one of our new ones, and Mike Taylor is the other one. Of course, he's, I believe, taking an exam right now. So he had an excuse about an exam, so I guess we'll let him out for that. So it's fantastic to have all of you here tonight, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be hosting such a wonderful event for everyone. I'm not really sure if that's some sort of an accentuation to what I'm saying or not, but Hiram, why don't you come on up here? We're gonna start giving awards. We're gonna recognize a number of our students. Come on up, Hiram Chi. So Hiram Chi. Hiram is the associate head, and she deals with a lot of the undergraduate affairs, the issues with the undergraduate students. So it's appropriate to have her help us with recognizing our undergraduate students. So we have awards to recognize our outstanding electrical engineering, computer engineering, and computer science students. And so we're going to start out talking about our undergraduates. So our outstanding senior electrical engineering student this year is Kendra Anderson.
Thank you.
That's great. Outstanding junior this year is Yaw Mensa. And our outstanding sophomore in electrical engineering is Gary Burns. For computer engineering, we're going to also recognize our outstanding senior, junior, and sophomore. So our outstanding senior is Jonathan Ambrose. Our outstanding junior is Samuel Jones. And our outstanding sophomore computer engineer is Samantha Zimmerman. Similarly, we have outstanding senior, junior, and sophomore. So our outstanding senior in computer science this year is Charles Rizzo. For the outstanding junior and the outstanding sophomore for computer science, neither of them could be here this evening, but I still would like to recognize their names. So the outstanding junior is Austin Park, and the outstanding sophomore is Michael Wormer. So this is a recognition that represents a lot of work for each of these students, and so we're really proud of all of them. It's a great accomplishment, and it's always a challenge for us to figure out which one of the outstanding students out of each of these classes and these groups do we want to recognize. So it's quite the challenge, and it is a high honor. I also wanted to mention another set of honors that happened earlier today. So for those of you who weren't able to attend, at Thompson Bowling Arena, we had a big, it was, actually let's put right here, the engineering design showcase. And so basically, for those of you who don't know, the senior level students do what they call a capstone design project. And so it's a major project, and they split up into groups of maybe 4 or 6 or something like that, sometimes a little bit bigger. But they do a substantial project over an entire semester. And so in Thompson Bowling, there was on the order of about 100 different groups that were showing their posters and their research, and it was really exciting. So there were 23 of them that were from our department. And so I couldn't have been more thrilled to walk around. I was very proud to see all of these students. And our own Dave Eichhoff here helped to run all. So I don't expect that any of these students are necessarily here, but if they are, please stand. I don't have anything for you. We actually already had an awards ceremony earlier, but I do think that it's worthwhile. So the project that won the best poster and the People's Choice Award for our department was the Fitness Breath Analyzer. And let me just read this. Just read the description if you'll indulge me for a moment. So basically their project was to design a breath sensor that will allow a user to examine the concentrations of different gases in their breath. These gases can be used to determine fitness metrics such as whether a user's body is in fat burning or cardio mode. The breath analyzer will be useful for fitness enthusiasts and researchers who need to know one's breath content. So it's a pretty interesting research project, and actually, if you went and saw all the projects, the diversity and the things they're doing, it's really exciting to see what our students are doing, and many of the faculty were involved. So let me go ahead and read the names of the members. So William Rowe, Rohei Johnson, Devin Hills, Grayson Kirk, Matt Kramer, and Rhett Sexton. So that group, all of those students, well, of course, none of them knew when we were having everybody sign up that they were going to be winning the award for their poster. But also, Jane Wu was the advisor for that. I should also recognize her. In addition to that poster, there was another group project that was the Tolly project that was given the award for the best project for our department. And so that project's goal was to develop a 3D printed, cost-effective bionic prosthetic for below-the-elbow amputees. Basically, the Tolly design has been some work that's already been worked on with some biomedical engineering students, but it's a pretty exciting thing. Basically, it's an arm prosthetic, and working with the controls to be able to make that work for her. So it's a pretty exciting project. And so the team members for that were Mackenzie Swicegood, Alex Weber, Gabriella Sabine, Justin Stevens, Emily Whedon, Brian Friend, Ben Chesney, and Zach Cole, with Chad Duty as the advisor for the project. So I think it's kind of fitting that happened today, that they were recognized today, and just the magnificent, wonderful projects that are being done. It's really exciting to see that. So flip on the news tonight. There were news crews. I suspect you'll be able to see this on the news tonight. So it was a pretty neat thing to see. Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears and I'm going to ask Jens Greger, the other associate head for the department, who helps deal with graduate affairs, to help us out here. He's throwing keys and other things all over. Okay.
Teaching assistant?
Okay, so we are going to be recognizing our outstanding graduate teaching assistants. Now, of course, this is a really important role because, as I said earlier, the reason why we're here is for students. We're here to educate students, and it's hard to overstate how important the graduate teaching assistants are for that mission as well. So the first of the ones we're going to recognize is Farnaz Faroujian. And finally, Aisha Shanta. So like I said, it's incredibly important to all of our students with the effort that they put in. So that's very important, very exciting for us. The next category, and so Jens is saying, well, why am I up here? It's for the outstanding undergraduate teaching assistant. So with your indulgence, we'll get into some of that stuff. He's been demoted.
Promoted.
Okay. Dr. Clinton, okay. So I'd like to recognize Adam Short. Yes, so all of these students have helped tremendously with our teaching mission. So in addition to that, we also have a number of students who do phenomenally well with pursuing the research, the exciting inventing of new capabilities, new technologies that we try to pursue as well. So I'd like to recognize a collection of outstanding graduate research assistants as well. The first of those is Sharif Amir.
Congratulations.
Next is Yan Du. Feruza Sefer. So that's a pretty high honor for all those students. We have on the order of 250, 275 graduate students, and so those students were recognized as being the best we have as far as teaching assistants and research assistants, and that's really is a phenomenal amount of effort and great productivity, and we're really proud of them. So I guess let's thank them all once again. Well, at this point I was going to recognize one of our faculty who is retiring, but he didn't feel well. But for those of you who have known Brad Van der Zanden for the last decades, he is going to be retiring at the end of this semester. So he's not here, he wasn't feeling well, or maybe he got wind that I was going to do something. So I just wanted to at least make spoken that we miss Brad tonight, and we appreciate all the effort that he has made, all the contributions he's made to the department over the decades. So even if he's not here, I want to get BVZ may not be here physically, but he's here in spirit. Before I move into the faculty and staff awards, I would like to recognize one of our faculty who is a professor emeritus, and this has been the first chance we've had to recognize him in this way. So give me one moment. I was wondering if Asa Bishop would be willing to come up, please.
Oh,
As he's walking up, he's been ducking our opportunities to give him this plaque for a little while. So this recognizes his contributions to the department from 1970 to 2000, so that's 30 years. So I have multiple things to give you, but first, in addition to that, don't run quite yet. We have a very fine bag of swag. So this will help you to carry that home, but we are very much appreciative of all the efforts that you made in your career and all the contributions you made for the state organization. In addition to being very generous in supporting the banquet that we're having, and having been a former department head, Ralph and Connie Gonzalez have supported the creation, and we've been able to do this for years now. We've been able to recognize our outstanding faculty for both research and for teaching, as well as our staff. So this evening, I would like to be able to recognize the award winner this year for the Gonzalez Family Faculty Award for Excellence in Research, and be able to tell you all the wonderful things that he has done, etc. But Fred Wong, this year's winner, could not be here tonight, so we will have to give it to him later. But Fred Wong is a very important part of our faculty. He's one of the power electronics faculty, and he has recently written a book. He's been recognized with awards. He brings in an amazing amount of funding. He's one of the stalwarts that helps to run current and lots of the power engineering related research within our department. And so it's quite a thrill to be able to recognize his research for years. So let's recognize Fred, even if he's not. It's a very much deserved award. Now, the other Gonzalez Family Faculty Award is awarded for excellence in teaching. And for those of you who've been around the department for very long, especially the students, you know that this individual, Mike Berry, is an outstanding teacher. He cares deeply. He has poured his heart and soul into his classes. He works tirelessly in working across college, with other departments, with other colleges. He cares deeply about how he can try to improve the student experience for all of our students. And so this is a wonderful recognition for his many years of service to the school and to the department for us. And so I'd like to ask Mike to come on up here so he can be recognized. Okay. So one of the other wonderful things that I would say about Ralph and what he's done for the department is he has also provided support so we can recognize the staff. And any of us that work in the building and try to get anything done know just how tremendously important the staff are.
Yeah, they run the place.
They absolutely run the place. The staff are the ones who make everything happen for us. So it's really important, and I really am very happy that we are able to recognize some of the staff in our department. We are blessed with an amazing staff. We have a lot of fantastic people, and so it's my privilege when I come into work to work with these folks. So let me first recognize Dana Bryson. So Dana has been So Dana has been with the department, so she predates the EECS. So she came to ECE and then to EECS. She's been with us for a dozen years. And all the graduate students know Dana because she's the person to whom they are going to come to get their questions answered, to get help, to do their forms. it's hard to overstate just how much she takes care of all of the students. And so she is, I don't know, kind of like the mom for so many of them. She is a tremendous presence for all of them. So it gives me great pleasure.
Okay. I've got staging issues.
So the other award, the other Gonzalez family staff award, is for Melanie Kelly. Melanie, many of us, if we have to travel,
We do that a little.
if we hope to ever get reimbursed for any of that travel, Melanie is our first line of defense between us and the administration that takes money, or maybe somebody gives it back to us. But Melanie also is, she has a pretty good sense of humor. She likes to keep us on our toes. And I would say that she helps to keep the office a lot more lively and interesting. And so we are we're very grateful for all the efforts that you make to help keep the department running and to help us all be able to do our jobs, including travel. So thank you. So as I look out, I've been able to stand up here and look out at this kind of sea of faces, and we have a lot of amazing people here. The faculty that work tirelessly, the staff who put their heart and souls into keeping the place running, and all the students who are here and our motivation and excitement and why we're here. So it's really wonderful to be here with all of you. And with that, I will wish you all a wonderful evening and good luck with finals for everyone. And thank you very much. Have a good night.